I wish I could erase my first college presentation from existence. It was a disaster that haunted me for many semesters. Have you ever tried your very best and thinking, this will work, right? Only to stand in front of a room, presenting it, and realizing it doesn't work. What is this? Did you even try? This is unacceptable. And in that moment, I wasn't sure what stung more. The glare, the yelling, or knowing that they weren't wrong. Everyone else nailed their presentation like pros. I stood there, fumbling, stuck with work I wasn't proud of. I felt shame and humiliated since that day. I wish that I never have to do presentation again. A few semesters later, I have a public speaking class. My fate has come to an end. The lecturer announced that we need to do presentation at the end of the semester. The word hit me like a punch to the gut. My heart sank and a familiar knot tightened in my chest. The same suffocating feeling I had a few semesters ago is coming back to haunt me. But this time, there is no escape. I have to push forward or I risk failing the course entirely. And I think this could be my second chance. If I can nail this presentation, it probably won't be haunting me in the future anymore. It's terrifying, but I'll make a plan. I'll block out every spare moment to rehearse, memorizing every word, perfect every gesture. There's no room for error. Every day, I pace around my room, writing and rewriting my script. I whisper the lines to myself over and over until my throat feels raw. Then I rehearse in front of the mirror, watching my reflection stare back at me. Awkward, unsure, and far from convincing. I try to picture myself nailing the speech, but it feels so out of reach, like a distant dream. Still, I keep going because if I don't, it's not just because I fail, it's myself. Months flew by and presentation day arrived. The classroom felt stiffingly quiet, and everyone is cramming over their notes. The lecturer is unusually late today. She's never late. I try to rehearse, but my mind races. What if it happens again? What if my script is terrible and everyone just stares at me or the lecturer yells at me? Just like last time. The teacher stormed in, her steps clacking like a countdown. Her expression was serious, but not unkind. I know this is a big day for all of you, she said. But remember, this presentation isn't just about grades, it's about growth. Alright, let's get started. I drew the first one to the presentation. Why me? Of all the people in the class, why did I have to go first? I wasn't ready. Just a few more minutes, that's all I needed. But there was I, drawing the first one, every stroke feeling like a countdown to a disaster. As I was presenting, everything stopped. My mind went blank. I look at everyone else's faces, they all seem confused. I look at the teacher had removed her glasses. Her eyebrow furrowed in disbelief. This is a moment that I knew that I fucked up. The flashback from previous presentation disaster is coming back to haunt me. This is it. This is the moment everything unravels. The teacher is going to stop me at any seconds now. She'll say something like, "You are clearly unprepared. Sit down," or worse, she'll fail me on the spot. They are all waiting for me to speak. My thoughts spiral. Do I make something up? Skip to the next part? Or maybe I could apologize. Then my imagination took over. A vision of the teacher standing up, shaking her head in disappointment. "I expect better," she said, loud enough for the whole class to hear about it. The student would laugh, some whispering about how I'll never get it right. My heart pounded faster and faster. The embarrassment feeling are just all too real. But just as I was about to say something, anything, to fill the silence, I caught something out of the corner of my eyes. It's the teacher. She wasn't upset at me. She wasn't shaking her head in disappointment either. Instead, she was nodding her eye upward. Up there, in plain sight, was a line I'd forgotten. Relief flowed through me. I took a deep breath, steadied my voice, and picked up where I left off. And after the presentation, I thought my teacher would want to tear me down. But then, she looked at me in the eyes and said, "Benji, you are a sweet boy. You did well today, even if there is more to learn." "You know," she said, "presentations are tough. Even the best of us have those moments where we freeze up or feels like everything is falling apart. Trust me, because I've been there. But here's what's matter. You kept going, you didn't give up, and that takes courage. Then she added, the most important thing is this. Don't worry about what other thinks of you. Just focus on doing your best. And if it doesn't work out, you can always learn from it. Life is too short to live under everyone else's judgment. And that's where I learned one of the most important lessons of my life. Messing up is fine. What matters is that you keep going and never stop learning.